It's been an incredible 4 or 5 years now where the Marvel Cinematic Universe has gone from a completely bankable box office machine where the films were just guaranteed financial successes to a situation where we don't see as many successes and we might even expect underperformances at the box office, quite possibly failure to break even in some cases, as was the case with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania and the Marvels. And it hasn't taken long for the MCU to fall from grace in the eyes of some audiences. To make matters worse, overblown budgets caused by substantial reshoots during productions have made it harder for some of these movies to break even, let alone make a profit. And one such example, Captain America Brave New World, due out next month, has had a lot of reshoots. The film doesn't really look all that expensive, to be honest. I don't see where the money has gone. Nevertheless, it's among the most expensive films in the franchise. This article is from That Park Place. Captain America Brave New World runtime shows it's the shortest yet most expensive Captain America movie to date. Troubled film costs nearly $3 million per minute. Well, that's probably a positive, actually. A lot of big movies these days, I think, are simply too long. That's why I appreciate older sci-fi movies and classics that have a 90 to 100 minute runtime. In many cases, a lot of recent big Hollywood films could be improved upon, in my opinion, by just basically being edited down quite heavily. It certainly would improve pacing. The fact that this film is among the shortest in the MCU is likely as a result of all the reworking that's been done to it. Hopefully the film is better because of the re-edits that it's gone through. We're going to get more into this topic right after this. But before we go very much further, a word now about my new sci-fi novel, Deus V Machina. Set in Las Vegas 2045, private detective Cody Stockton is investigating an accidental death which soon turns out to be murder. And when his own life is threatened, he soon uncovers a deadly satanic cult and their diabolical plot. Meantime, all of this is happening against a backdrop of some extraordinary global events. Governments are about to reactivate an artificial intelligence system that nearly wiped out humanity just 8 years earlier, and a man with seemingly miraculous abilities claiming to be Jesus Christ suddenly emerges to denounce it. Stockton now finds himself in a race to stop a terrifying evil while trying to reconcile these supernatural events with his own lack of spiritual beliefs. Deus V Machina is a fast-paced sci-fi mystery that tries to offer a unique perspective on God, faith, and forgiveness. It's available now from the links below in ebook, paperback, and audiobook formats. Check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so welcome back. Now, the article continues. At just 118 minutes long, the film will be the shortest Captain America movie to date, yet its budget has reportedly ballooned to a staggering $350 million, which means that it costs a jaw-dropping $2.9 million per minute of runtime. The $350 million figure is a low-end projection, with some outlets believing the latest MCU project could even get up to production costs of $375 million. That high-end figure would put the per-minute cost of this film up to $3.1 million. For context, here's how Brave New World stacks up against its predecessors in both length and cost per minute. So we have Captain America: The First Avenger from 2011, 124 minutes long, with a $140 million budget, which is $1.1 million per minute. Captain America: The Winter Soldier from 2014, 136 minutes long, with a $170 million budget, which is $1.2 million per minute. Captain America: Civil War from 2016, 148 minutes long, with a $250 million budget, which is $1.6 million per minute. The article says it's wild to note that the film actually surpasses Civil War, a nearly 2.5-hour blockbuster featuring an ensemble Avengers cast including Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson, in budget and cost per minute. This is a very good point, actually. I hadn't considered this. Captain America: Civil War featured a huge amount of Avengers cast. That would have been very expensive to get everybody in that. I mean, in many respects, Captain America: Civil War was like an Avengers 2.5 movie, right? And yet, it's coming in a good deal less in terms of budget when compared to Brave New World. Yes, you could argue that some of the difference in budget is down to inflation over the past 9 years, but not all of it. right? There's a $100 million to possible $125 million difference between the budgets of these two films, and I don't believe that can be purely explained away by inflation. The article also says Brave New World has been plagued by reports of numerous rewrites and reshoots contributing to its inflated budget. With reshoots and marketing, it's estimated that the total cost of the film could approach $500 million. That means the film will have to make somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 billion to make a profit. Yeah, I mean, I can't see that happening. The film doesn't look great, and $1 billion is now a big ask for a lot of MCU films. Obviously, Deadpool and Wolverine got there. It's made over $1.3 billion at the box office, I think. Now, consider the following. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was well received. A lot of fans liked that movie, and critics liked it as well. And even that film couldn't quite crack $1 billion at the box office worldwide. So what hope does Brave New World have? Then the article says, the runtime of Captain America Brave New World has also drawn attention at 1 hour and 58 minutes. It's one of the shortest films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ranking as the 7th shortest out of 35 movies. Again, as I said before, I'm not quite as hung up about the runtime. I think the shorter length might actually help the film in some respects. At the bare minimum, if the film isn't great, it'll be less of a slog to get through, that's for sure. But that about does it for today's video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. A lot of you do watch and come back often and don't hit the subscribe button. So please subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.